talk about the weekend. I mean, obviously success, so that's got to feel good, but still things you can look to improve on and things you learned about your team moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you look at just the 2-0 wins from the weekend, it does look pretty good. I think that one thing that we have to realize right now is that the little things matter. The little details that we put into each and every training session, they become our habits in a match. And so, Duluth was very, very eye-opening for us. It was very alarming for us to get away from some of the things that really made us good last year. And so it was very rewarding to see a good step forward in the St. Cloud game. Still a long way to go, though, in terms of making sure we develop those good habits and those things that really, at the end of the day, if you don't do, you won't be successful in the college game. And so getting back to some of those things that really made us good last year is going to be really important for this week's training.
And Coach, you talk about, against St. Cloud, one of those goals, it was going to be a goal and then it was kind of waved off. Talk about that and how you tell your team, all right, we got to keep playing and we get the next one, and then 4 minutes later, there was the next one, stuff like that.
Yeah, the group is resilient, they're able to bounce back pretty quick. It's a tough group. They're able to be mentally tough in the moment and to reset. And I think it's something you see within the communication on the field. You know what I mean? If you look at some of the things that happen along the game, if somebody gets hurt, the team, they didn't go get water. Even though it was hot, they all got together and talked about the next moment. So, I mean, it's a testament to the leadership on the field to keep them going, keeping the energy high. And once you get one, what we want to do is minimize mistakes in that next 5 minutes to make sure that we put the pressure and the emphasis on the opponent. So, again, I don't think that we had to do too much to keep them high and keep them up for those moments. I think it's really just the communication and leadership on the field helped us push through us and find the second one.
First road trip coming up, 2 unfamiliar opponents. Talk about your preparation for them.
Yeah, it's a tough road trip. And we were talking about it in the way that we talked about our Winota-Bemidji trip 2 years ago. A lot of similarities. A lot of the opponents they just played are familiar to us too as well. These are 2 opponents that are going to be very tough. They're gritty. They compete. They're in region. They play in a good conference, and so they're very important to us. What we try to do on the road is we try to secure points, and that's what we're going to do. If you take care of the ones at home, the road has a little bit less pressure, and so that's going to be really important for us heading into Friday and Sunday. I think what we want to do is get down there, support our men's team when they play Lewis beforehand, get a good walkthrough, get a good meal, and then really start to prepare for the matches. And I think where it starts, though, is what we do in training. And yesterday we had a really good training session, got back to those little details that we talked about, that I talked to you about a little bit before this. And so I think the preparation leading up until those moments is going to be really important, but I do believe that the team is up for it. They're up for the challenge, and we know what the road means to us. And if we can get some results and secure some points, I think it's going to help us reach our goals in the end of the year.